Hey everyone, Stegar here and welcome to Mini Motorways. This is a game that's just recently come out on Steam in the past few days, and I thought I'd just take a quick look at it and do a playthrough and get the feel for the game and sort of give it a little bit of an exposure, I guess. This game's actually been on Apple Arcade for like a year and a half or something crazy like that, but I'd been following the publishers since their previous title, Mini Metro. I actually looked at my Steam purchases and I purchased that on the same day that I purchased City Skylines back in 2015. But this is a developer's new game, kind of similar to Mini Metro in a way if you've ever played that before. But yeah, we're just going to be taking a quick look at it today. I've already done a quick play through the tutorial, but we're going to jump in game now and choose one of the few cities to play on to start off with. I'm not colorblind myself, but one thing I find really cool about this game is the ability to have a colorblind mode. It's nice that they're thinking of people who have a disability of that kind, I guess, if you'd classify that as a disability. Yeah, so I'm going to jump into game now. Probably only really going to upload this video depending on how I feel, because I feel like this is more of a casual game that I just want to play by myself, not worry about all the YouTube stuff, and just continue to focus on the City Skylines stuff in the future for the YouTube channel. I have been playing the other game, Mini Metro, recently though, in anticipation for this, and it's nice that it's finally come out because I've been looking forward to this for quite a while. But we're going to jump into Los Angeles today. The basic premise of this game is just to build a whole lot of roads to connect up different buildings and things, just simply by clicking and dragging and placing roads around. With the left click, and then you can press right click to delete them. And then also you can click on these buildings and drag them, and the roads change sides, which is kind of nice. I noticed playing through the tutorial that it's a bit sensitive to like how you place the roads and things, and they have to be in the exact spot, which might be something that they could work on, I guess, or maybe it's just me being really sort of particular or something, or maybe it's just how it's going to be, I don't really know, but found that a little bit annoying in the tutorial, but I guess I'm just getting used to the game controls as well. And yeah, as you can see here, like these buildings, I guess they're shops or something. I've watched a few other videos of playthroughs of this before actually picking up the game today, I guess, at the time of recording. But basically this generates trips, and these houses need to basically, the cars need to get here before a certain time, otherwise there'll be like too much demand of cars wanting to go here, and then the building gets angry, and essentially if that happens, it's game over and you lose, I guess, and it gives you a high score. There's no real way to win this game. It's just sort of like a fun kill the time thing, I guess, with a very minimalistic style, which is kind of nice and simple. Yeah, but anyway, we're going to unpause and actually see what happens now. There's also an option to like change to like double speed in this menu. As well as like 1, 2, and 3 control the speed settings. Like 1's pause, 2 is play, and 3 is accelerate, I think. Yeah, we're just gonna see how this goes. I mean, it's quite sort of calm at the moment, but I was playing through the tutorial and I was getting up to like 400 and things were getting a bit out of hand. Also, one of the challenges here is the Los Angeles River. As the city slowly grows over time, that's going to get in the way, and there's going to be buildings on the other side of that. But we've reached the end of the first week, and like their previous game, Mini Metro, at the end of every week you get to pick like an upgrade for the next week. Here we're going to choose a roundabout, because I don't think, actually we might choose the bridge just in case that happens, that we get a building on the other side of the river and need to connect it because you also have a limited number of road tiles, and each week you get 20, but I think if you pick and there's options, there's an option for like a motorway, which is essentially just like a unlimited raised bypass to skip all the buildings and things. You get given 10 instead, as motorways are sort of a bit overpowered. But we're going to go for this bridge in this week. I think traffic is flowing well enough that we shouldn't need a roundabout. Also, given the position on the map, we probably didn't even need a bridge, considering that it probably wouldn't be that hard to deal with, but we're going to do that anyway. And yeah, we've got a few more houses and things, so we just need to connect those up. What I might actually do is... oh, you can't connect them from the other sides, I guess, but what we'll try and do is connect all the orange ones up and connect these purpley ones up separately. I guess the orange will stay out of the way, and this purple and sort of like bluish, greyish colour sort of thing can go on a separate one. I mean, it's more sort of a darkish grey, isn't it? Yeah, not much is happening right now anyway. We'll just see though, because I feel like once this gets going, it's going to get going and I'm going to be panicking quite a bit. There's also traffic lights or roundabouts as an option. It's interesting here that it gives you 2 traffic lights versus 1 roundabout. I guess we'll go for the traffic lights and just see how that works for the time being. Yeah, I mean, it's still going pretty smoothly at the moment, but that might be about to change soon, we'll see. At least we, for now, can keep this one a little bit disconnected. Yeah, as I was saying when I first started, you can sort of like drag these houses wherever. I'm gonna pause it so I don't like lose the game trying to explain something, but yeah, just connect that back up, and then essentially these ones are out of the way. Might just make it a little bit more efficient so that things can actually flow the best possible way. Like shortening that route should essentially mean that the cars can get back and forth between this building faster to these sort of orangey ones, and that way can meet all these trips that are required, which yeah, there's not many of, which is probably a good thing, or at least I hope. And now this destroys the whole purpose of having a fully disconnected network, because I need to connect them up. I might actually use that bridge now, because this is going to get a bit hectic otherwise, and it's probably good to have multiple connections to things. Just like in Cities Skylines, your traffic can get a bit out of control if you don't have everything connected up. And I probably don't need it yet, but I'm going to pick the motorway just to sort of demonstrate what it can do, and connect the rest of these buildings up too. So it might actually be a good time to perhaps rejig this and get the motorway to essentially skip from these houses to this purple one. So just click on, I think you have to drag it and then like place it here and then drag this symbol across to here. And now instead of this purple house going all the way down along here really slowly, and then to the purple building, they can just like shoot across back and forward across this raised motorway and avoid all the traffic congestion, just like we would hope in real life. But unfortunately motorways tend to get really badly jammed because we think that they're fast, and then we drive on them, and then suddenly they're not really the best option because there's so much traffic on there that it's all backed up and everything. I might go for the roundabout now just because I haven't used that yet. The trouble with roundabouts is you need like basically 9 houses worth of space to be able to fit them in, because they're quite large. We could actually see about putting one in this intersection here. Probably have to delete quite a bit of stuff and then drag it and put it there. I guess those houses get their own way onto the roundabout. Okay, that's weird. For some reason I thought you could let them angled into the round. Oh, you have to go right into the center, okay. I'll get used to that, or I won't, perhaps. Yeah, this seems pretty chill at the moment. It would help if I connected everything up. This is probably going to get a bit out of hand. Because having... even if it's a roundabout, having like 6 entrances onto it probably is not the best thing, but then again, it's not the worst thing. Trying to think how best to do this. This might also be a good opportunity to use the traffic lights. So I'll just drag one here and hopefully that can do its job for the time being. Yeah, this is gonna start... when this starts getting bad, it's gonna get bad really fast. I think from what I've sort of seen in the past, these circles require a lot more sort of trips than the square ones, so I might actually put this motorway down to this one since it's a bit more desperate for the purples, and then have another motorway for the time being, just sort of going from this blue housing estate or whatever down to this blue building here. That way they're not really getting in the way of everything else. It would help if I selected the motorway and wasn't just drawing random road tiles everywhere, but it takes time to delete it perhaps, or yeah, it just takes time, a bit of time to delete. Okay, it's kind of cool how they're numbered and have like highway shields on them. I'm really like kind of like overly particular about having all these weird angled intersections, but that's just me, because sharp corners probably are not the best, but then again they're probably like slightly shorter than having like a straight corner, because you like shave off the tiniest bit of distance, and then I guess you can get to from A to B faster, so that all works out. And more houses, and thankfully this one's like nice and close to all these orange buildings, but we'll see how this goes. I'm actually not doing too badly, I don't think, compared to my little tutorial run where I got to like 400 or something and then lost. We don't have a bridge. I guess I could just make this like a really long, or not. I've run out of road tiles, which is kind of annoying because it means I'm going to have to like rework this whole network if I'm going to get it to work correctly. But I mean, it's nice because you can just do that in this game. You can just like delete everything and start over. There might be a like limited mode where you can't delete stuff like there was in Mini Metro, but then again I haven't got far enough into the game to have come across it yet. But yeah, essentially what that mode did was you couldn't delete stuff, which made it a lot harder because you had to think about kind of the future implications of what you were doing rather than just simply doing things for the sake of not losing and sort of reinventing your whole network every 5 minutes or like 10 seconds or something, depending on how bad things were. I think we actually might use our motorways to our advantage here to cover long distances, or at least one of them. Perhaps keep a motorway from the purples to all the purple houses and use the other motorway to cover some other distances. Oh, and we get more road tiles and things. As soon as I decided that I needed to rework things because I didn't have enough. If I just kept it like unpaused for like 10 more seconds, I would have had extra tiles and things. It takes a while for these roads to disappear and is based off where the cars and things are at the time, which is honestly kind of slightly annoying if you're just trying to like rework your whole road network, but nonetheless creates its own challenges, which I guess is a good thing in terms of sort of replayability and not making things super easy for the sake of everyone winning. And then instead of having the roundabout go out this way, we might actually make it so this road goes over and then comes down. Just trying to think of like using the diagonals to my advantage in terms of saving on road tiles, but just got to make sure I click in the right place. Yeah, that might actually work better. It might count the same, but I'm not entirely sure, to be fair. Can make some really weird shaped bridges on this. You can't overlap them though, which was not what I was trying to do anyway, but for example, you could make a bridge like that. Come down, across, connect that one in, and this gap essentially means that another one of these square buildings will pop up, and then I guess they can still upgrade to the round ones like are down here, but I don't entirely know, to be fair. Connect all the blues in, and then have like dedicated stuff for these purples, I guess. That looks kind of nice with that curve there, even though it's not like a perfect curve. It's sort of like not a perfect curve. Another little purple area along here. Then connect the rest of that stuff up with a motorway, which, wait, we haven't connected this one up yet. Okay, that was like a tree that I destroyed or something. Oh, wow. I ran out of road tiles again. That's not what I was trying to do. Might work this time. Yeah, it seems that having diagonals seems to save on the road tiles. Also, this looks really weird, but it'll have to work. So we can put a traffic light there, because I feel like, right, I've got to drag them, but I feel like that would get kind of busy. Or actually, we might have been better off putting it down this way, to be fair. Take our motorway down this one. I need to click and drag it. I'm still getting used to the controls. Take that up there. You can like drag them and change the way that they face as well. Oh gosh, what did I just do? I don't entirely know, to be fair. Right. Oh well, I hope I didn't do anything too bad, but you can just do like this. I kind of wish that that would like point that way, because it'd look nicer, but it functions, I guess, and it's probably the shortest route for the sake of like increasing how many times cars can go back and forward between here or whatever. Might do another one, another motorway from like here to... Actually, it's not really necessary. I guess for these purples, but... Yeah, I mean that works. Might put it on this intersection though. And have... Alright, you can't have traffic lights like directly on the intersection. They have to be like one road tile back. And then you can do that. We'll see how this works. Probably not as well as I hope it to though. delete. Oh no, that was the motorway, not the traffic light. That one's the traffic light. Oh well. We'll put the traffic light under here because that seems to be a problem right now. I guess that motorway is gone until I can fix it. And these ones can go up that way, because at least then hopefully the T-junctions will be a bit, you know, there won't be as many directions going on them and they won't get so bad. And we'll put that motorway back in because I accidentally deleted it by clicking on the wrong thing. Number 2 is still there, but we want it there. Okay, so now we're at the end of week 8, and we've got the option of 2 traffic lights or a bridge. Both offering 20 tiles, so we're going to take the 2 traffic lights because I already have 2 bridges down there. Might just leave them for now and see what happens, I guess. Yeah, the trouble is, like, this greyish one is like all the way up here, they're down here, they're over here. Really spread out, whereas at least these are like sort of in the same place, even though it probably doesn't matter. Okay, so now we've got a new blue here. Might just be easier to build a bridge across here. And then it's all connected up to this stuff. Then, could we do this and get rid of this other road instead? And then I get that house gets like its own little motorway connection to stuff. Actually, that's quite good because you've got purple to purple, and then all the blue stuff can go around the back. I think they can come out of the other side, at least if they're like on that side of that double shop or whatever it is. I guess they're shops. There could be like office buildings or something, or some could be office buildings and some could be shops. Don't think it matters at the end of the day, to be fair. Okay, so now let the game run for a little bit more, and we have a slight problem. There's a timer here which indicates that soon we're going to lose the game if we don't do something about this building not getting enough traffic or whatever. I think the main problem is that, I don't know whether we can get this fully out of the way, but there's just a lot of traffic in this intersection here, and I guess that's causing some problems. Also, we got 2 of those buildings up here that sort of out of the way that popped up recently, and they need to get across here. Also, that one's not connected, so might help if we do that. And then I'm trying to think what else we can do, but it's not much really. I mean, we can put a traffic light here, since we have like 3 left. They're not too sort of scarce at the moment. That's the word I was looking for, or at least a word that describes what I wanted to describe. Another one here that I missed, house. We'll just see how this goes. I might lose soon, but at least you got to see the whole process of this game and how it all works. Oh no, that's going down, I think, so that means like I'm safe. For now, at least. This is all gonna turn into a mess soon, I can tell. Well, I'm doing a lot better than I did in like my tutorial round, because I think I lost at like 400 on my tutorial round, and now I'm at like 830 or something, so maybe pushing 900 by the time all this stuff fails, but should probably pay attention to where these houses are popping up to. Yeah. Not necessary, we can turn these around, remember. See, at least when all these houses show up in the same place, you can like sort of, in a way, I guess, point them in the same direction. Like, they'll share the same roads and go to the same place and stuff, but it's probably good and bad at the same time in different ways. I think this one we might lose it. Say it's more than just a little mite at the moment. Hoping these cars can do something. Ooh. Might actually get rid of this one now, because it's not really doing anything and just making things worse, to be fair. Right, motorway gone, road gone, traffic light gone. I really hope this doesn't ruin things, but if it does, then that's too bad. Just hoping those grey cars can make it there in time so that I have to... Oh, I thought I'd lost, but it's the end of the week. I don't know what a roundabout's going to do for us right at the second. Clearly nothing because I just lost, but I got 917 commuters, so that's okay for a first real try, I guess. 70 days, so what's that, 10 weeks? We made it a decent way, but probably going to play this on my own a bit more now that I've recorded this. But thanks for watching, and if you've enjoyed this one, as well as giving this video a like and all that stuff, go check this game out on Steam. It just came out recently, and is also made by a New Zealand gaming company, and being from New Zealand, I sort of take a little bit of pride in times when things like these come from my home country, I guess. So yeah, but thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.